Okay, I'm here with head coach Drew Richards. Joel Pettiford, a 81-67 win tonight. It's a really hard-fought win. It's a lot of tough shots back and forth. You guys pick up another important win during this stretch. Your initial thoughts on tonight's victory?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of an ugly game. We defended well in the first half. We didn't defend as well in the second. And right now we're kind of getting into this mode where we kind of defend in spurts. And it's kind of frustrating because we've shown our ability to defend for a full 40 minutes. And it kind of got us back in the situation we're in. But then we just choose when we don't defend. So we got to get back to doing that consistently for 40 minutes. But overall, I mean, we handled, they kind of started junking it up in the second half with a lot of run and jumps. I thought we handled their pressure really well. And I think the big key, we got enough stops to win the game, but I think the big key was rebounding. And, we try to make that an emphasis. And obviously a guy like this playing as well as he did helps a bunch because he has that potential. We've been all year about him. I mean, he's a double-double machine when he's locked in and he's focused.
Let's talk about JP. I mean, you had a really good Saturday. Obviously fouled out, but, I mean, you were very impactful tonight, 15 and 11. I mean, these last two games you've, again, just had your way with your defender. What's it, going through your mind out there these last couple games?
Just going in, being aggressive, having that mentality. So just preparing the right way.
And then, Coach, it was the tempo was all over the place on Saturday. It seemed like you guys had control for most of it, but tonight, how important was it to just kind of set the pace and obviously not run and gun like SWU?
Well, I mean. Are we talking about Saturday or are we talking about tonight?
I'm talking about the comparison from Saturday to
yeah, I mean they're both really good transition teams, and with depending on who's playing for us that given night, you can't really play in a transition game if you're down typically a lot of guards. It just doesn't really work out because then that introduces in the game more natural playmaking, which when you're losing some guards, it kind of decreases that, and that's why we've kind of gotten to more of a set offense in the half court. Now, when we start getting guards back and we get our feet underneath us and have some more handlers and passers out there, we can play in transition with about anybody. But right now we're trying to, what we call dictate tempo. We want to be able to push in transition and score. We have our advantages and we want to attack those. But also we can't make it just a full up and down running game because we don't have the depth at this point. So we got to be able to balance it. And sometimes it's great. Sometimes, like you guys saw in the second half, we have back-to-back turnovers that lead out to pick six turnovers, which we try to avoid. So it's a delicate balance, but I never want to pull the reins off and say no transition because that just turns into a rock fight, and we're trying to avoid those as much as possible.
And then Sean picked up 2 quick fouls in the opening 90 seconds, but played a much bigger role in the second half. What do you like out of him in the final 20 minutes?
I mean, he, steady handler, passer. He's making good decisions. He was attacking in there. He was very effective and efficient, and we need that. I mean, that's what we need in our guard spots. And obviously, Quay, was kind of off in a shooting night, but I thought for the most part he controlled a lot of the offense and defended pretty well.
JP, we kind of talked with Nigel and Quay about this, but you guys are kind of on an NBA schedule now where you guys are playing almost every other night. How important is it for you guys just to keep the mentality right and the locker room going just through this stretch of games where every game is getting bigger and bigger?
First I'll just say just taking care of our bodies and another thing, just taking care of our mental health. So if we just do that, we'd be good.
Yeah, and then Coach, another really quick turnaround. You guys play in 48 hours again against Mount Olive.
Yeah, I mean that's what I told him. That whenever it comes to so many games in a short period of time, like JP said, resting your bodies, getting your minds right, being able to focus on the next scout, and then being able to execute that scout in a quick turnaround. And we've got an older group, and I think they've seen the things that bring us success. So we're going to try to continue to emphasize those while learning about an opponent. And it's just as big of a mental test as it is physically. So I'm hoping we can continue to climb and improve and get better even with a quick turnaround.
All right, another win. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.